So, back with part two, where there is no vision, the people perish. Let's give you an example, all right, of those with no vision, which means is they cannot see the kingdom. Okay, we're here preparing for the second coming of Yahushua, the Mashiach, okay, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay, this is a parable here, Matthew 25 of the 10 virgins. Okay, let's get into it. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. The bridegroom is Yahushua. Okay? And 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. You understand, people? And the foolish ones, they're the ones that are not going to make it onto the marriage supper of the Lamb. Okay? And you're going to see why. Okay? Because they lost their oil. Okay? You understand? Let's continue reading. All right? And they were foolish, and they that were foolish, right? The 5 that were foolish, took their lamps and took no oil with them. Hello. You see that? Do you understand? Okay? So, but the wise, the 5 wise ones, took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, and again, the scripture reads, that regardless that it tarry, like Armageddon, World War III, the destruction of America and the corporate state of Israel, though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come. Okay, so that's what it means to tarry. So even though Yahushua hasn't come yet, okay, and of course we're hastening his coming, and we wanted him to come 20, 30 years ago, regardless of that, okay, he's coming, okay? It's prophecy, people, all right? They all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, Yahushua cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us your oil. Hello. For our lamps are gone out. Yeah, the juice has gone out of them. Their faith, their spirit. Okay? And it's been taken away from them because obviously they weren't doing the right thing. They weren't worshiping the Lord in spirit and in truth for whatever reasons. Again, they had no covering. Just like Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, when the scriptures tell you that they were naked, it's not talking about that they were literally naked without clothes. They had no covering because they broke the laws that the Lord gave them, right? He said, you can eat of any of these fruits and of the trees and but of this one, you're not supposed to eat of it. Okay, do you understand? And they let what is described in the scriptures, okay, as the serpent, all right, is a man, one of the sons of the wicked. You understand? It's a man. It's not a talking snake, people. Okay? So they were deceived, okay, into breaking the laws that the Lord gave them. All right? And it was the woman that broke the law, not the man. That's also in the scriptures, people. Okay? But a wise man answered, okay, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and for you, talking about, the oil, okay, in their lamps. But go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves, okay? And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, Yahushua came. And they that were ready, the 5 virgins that were ready, right, the 5 wise ones, not the foolish ones, all right, went in with him into the marriage, and the door was shut. In other words, just like the ark, like the Lord shutting the door on the ark. Okay, remember this guy, Noah, he preached for 100 years. Okay, and nobody was listening or paying attention. Okay, anyway, we'll end this here. We'll be right back with parts 3 and 4. Shalom.